So after you finish cutting out all of your wood pieces, such as this, and putting holes in all of the correct places on your wood pieces, you have one more thing that you need to do dealing with wood, and that's going to be using a wooden dowel. Now with this, you're going to have to cut out 10 pieces that are 2 inches long. That's what I'm going to show you how to do right now. So you're going to take the wooden dowel and grab a ruler. Rulers are found at the front of the classroom, and what you want to do is measure off in 2-inch increments. So there's going to be one piece. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, depending on what time it is in the class, I wouldn't necessarily mark off a whole stick, because if you can't cut them all in class time, it's going to have to go back to the front of the classroom. You're going to have to start fresh tomorrow or start over tomorrow, because other people will be using these sticks. So make sure you have enough time to cut all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, granted, after I cut these, they might be a little bit shorter than 2 inches, but it'll work just fine. Now remember, we cannot cut these on the bandsaw. These, since it's round, we have to cut with a hand saw, and for the best tool for that is just to use our coping saws. Now what you're going to do is put it in the vise that we see right here. The only issue is that, being that I have this part marked right here, I don't want to have it sticking way over here. Okay, we can't just put, so my last wooden piece is right here. Now if I clamp this in like that, and I try to cut the piece that is way out here, I'm probably going to break the stick. As you can see, it moves around way too easily. That would be bad. If I want, since I have it clamped in right here, keep it tight. All right, so let's move it a little bit so don't saw the table. You want to sand or saw the parts that are close to the table. Basically what I'm doing is I have my blade right on the line, pull it back once, twice, and it's cut. That's it. So now the stick that I have in my hand, this stick right here, is everything I will need, and this will probably fit in your locker. At least it should. The rest, everything else that was left in the vise, that can go back up at the front of the room so somebody else can use it. Now, same thing. I would maybe at the max have 2 pieces out. Otherwise it gets too difficult to cut. Same thing, hold it here. Hold back, just pull it straight back. Got my piece. Pull it back. So there's my 2 pieces. It's almost easier, like I said, if you just one at a time. Make sure you hold on to the pieces so they don't tear as you cut. And my last piece, or should say my last cut. So I've got all 10 pieces of wood cut out. What I want to do with these, same thing, we'll take some sandpaper, and I would do this to every single one of them. I would sand them so we make sure that the ends are flat. Do that to all. Okay. And then we also want to take the sandpaper We kind of round it like this, and then each end twist it a couple times and kind of clean up those edges. Now, if it's not perfectly flat, that's okay. Basically, we want to knock down that edge and any burrs, like these are ones I haven't done. You need to knock those burrs. So sand it on the flat side, then round it, pinch it between your fingers, and just clean it up. We want to do this to all of them because these are going to be going into those holes that we punched earlier. And by sanding them down, they will fit much easier. So they sand all the flats first. Sand all the flats. Do not sand these on the belt sander. Do not sand them on the belt and disc sander. Just sand them by hand. You take it. That's all you got to do. Once you're done, or even if you don't finish, like with all your wood pieces, whether they're the sticks like this or these sticks, make sure you put all of them in your envelope. That way you won't lose them, and they should all stay in the same spot. Make sure you put in your locker and lock your locker. Okay?